Hey, um, so I guess I went down the Myers-Briggs rabbit hole too much. Um, uh, I have a weird obsession with internet quizzes. I haven't taken this one in over a year, but I try to take it whenever I feel like it. I felt like July would just be a good year to do it. But alright. You regularly make new friends. Okay. Um, can I consider last year a fluke year? Because I didn't make any friends last year. Um, or this year. So that would skew my data. But, on a regular basis, they're friends, acquaintances, or are friends people that I like know for the rest of my life. 'Cause, I'll put slightly agree. You spend a lot of free time. Yes, that I spend way too much time on the internet. Seeing other people make you. Depends on what it's about. If is it like someone? Is it like a YouTube apology video, or is it like a movie, like a Pixar movie? Uh, I could slightly disagree because it has to be like actually something I emotionally like invest in before I start like feeling the feels. You often make a backup plan for a backup plan. I don't even plan at all. Well, I mean, like, usually stay calm even under a lot of pressure. No, no. Social events, you rarely try to introduce yourself to new people and mostly talk to the ones you already know. Uh, you rare. Um, well, I mean, I did talk to a lot of people, but I'm gonna put like slightly agree because I do prefer to talk to like my friends' friends. I don't just like go up and I'm like, hey, if somebody introduced me to someone, then yeah, I'll talk to them. Prefer to completely finish one project before starting another. No, like 90% of the time, I do. I juggle projects in between. It's like an ascent. Who isn't like in like high school or college and like actually doesn't juggle between projects and does them one at a time. I have never met anyone like that. I'm very sentimental. And uh no, I like to repress feelings. You like using organizing tools like schedules and lists. Um no. Even a small mistake can call no. You feel comfortable just walking up to someone you find interesting. Okay, if it's somebody I find interesting, like say for example, it's someone that I am like knows a lot about something, then yeah, I'll talk to them for hours, like hours and hours and hours. That is, if you are not too interested in discussing various interpretations. Now, no, no, because everybody has a different opinion, and everybody's opinions changes how you view life. If I didn't close off my opinions, then I wouldn't be where I am today. Feel more inclined to follow your head than your heart. Oh gosh. Um. Probably gonna put slightly disagree. Usually prefer what you're doing at any given moment than planning a particular daily routine. my daily routine is doing everything that's given at every single moment. I plan to like do nothing. I have plans to make sure I do nothing. Um, I'm gonna put slightly agree. Really worry about whether you made a good impression on people you meet. Um, if it's somebody that I care about, then no. But if I don't care about them, I'll put slightly agree. You enjoy participating in group activity. It's something I like. Um, something I like. I like. I like going places, but if the group activity is like a math study group, then no, I do not enjoy group. I do not enjoy. I do not enjoy that. I'll put slightly agree because is that an activity or a necessity? You like books and movies? Oh, I love interpretation of the ending. Like half my recommended feed is like from like like alternate I don't get them as much anymore, but I always get how it should have ended. Your happiness comes from helping others accomplish things rather than your own accomplishments. I don't know if I do a lot of both, to be honest. I'm gonna put agree, slightly agree. I don't know how to answer some of these. You're interested in so many things that it's exactly. You know how hard it is to think about, like, okay, you have all these things that make that you can do as a job, and you have to just pick one as a degree. I mean, you can get multiple degrees, but then you're gonna be like absolutely wasted in financial debt. At least if you're not like your family is like worth $1 billion. If you're prone to worrying things, well, if you're prone to worrying things that will take a turn for I don't worry about them, but yes, I do think about how things could turn for the worse. You avoid leadership roles in group settings. I'd say no. I'm more of a natural leader. I'm definitely not an artistic type of person. Like what? Like drawing, or like do you mean like visualizing? Because visualizing and drawing, I very much like the arts. So I'm gonna disagree. But like talking about like fine art, no, that actually. If you think the world would be in a better place if people relied on rationality. So it's basically asking me if I think facts don't care about your feelings. Rationality. Okay. Disagree. You prefer to do chores before allowing yourself? No. No. I usually do. If I do work, I do it at like the evening time. You enjoy watching people. Oh my gosh! Like half of my favorite channels are debate bros. Of course, I like watching people argue. I was just watching a live stream like 30 minutes ago. You tend to avoid drawing attention to yourself. Well, it's kind of hard not to. Even if I'm not trying to, people always give me looks. I'm gonna put slightly disappointed. Your mood can change very quickly. I can agree. Lose patience with people who are not as efficient as you. Yeah. You often end up doing things at the last possible moment. Yeah. If you've been fascinated by a question of what, if anything, happens. Yes. It cannot be. There cannot be an end. I will not let my. I'm literally like that. The jazz teacher Soul. I believe his name's Joe. I literally would probably given the opportunity, I would literally probably trying to find a way out of the afterlife. Usually prefer to be around others rather than your own. Skewed. I think this is a skewed one because usually I do like being alone, but I mean, this whole year has been isolation. This is probably gonna be a 20-minute long video. So I'm just gonna put slightly disagree. Become bored or lose interest when the discussion gets no. I love that stuff. Let's say hypothetically. You find it easy to empathize whose experiences are very different than yours. Well, what am I empathizing them for? Am I empathizing for something that I agree with morally? I can empathize for people that maybe lost their kid, because I never lost their kid, but I'm not gonna empathize for a war criminal or something like that. I guess yes. Usually postpone finalizing decisions as long as possible. You always have to keep your options open. Because I've learned in life that if you fix on an option, you're gonna get absolutely wrecked. Usually second guess the choices that you have made. You rarely. No. There's a lot of decisions that I have to rethink about all the time. After a long and exhausting week, a lively social event. More like a long and exhausting year. That's more like it. I think I'm right in the middle on the whole introvert extrovert thing, because to be honest, anything works for me. If I'm just gonna go somewhere, that's absolutely fine. But I'm totally fine with doing something alone, as long as it means I don't have to do that much. You enjoy going to. Did they switch up the questions? I haven't done this in about over a year, but some of these questions are different. I enjoy going to art museums. I've never been to one, but I do enjoy looking at art. You often had a hard time understanding other people's feelings. No. Sometimes if you have a to-do list. No. You rarely feel insecure. No. That's my life. Avoid making phone calls. Why would I avoid making phone calls? I don't make phone calls every day like some people do, but I'm totally fine. If I need to call someone just because I feel like it, yeah, I'll do it. So I'll disagree. You often spend a lot of time trying to understand views. Yes. If you don't, you're gonna be stuck in an echo chamber. Social circle, you are often the one who contracts your friends and initiate activities. If they have activities planned already, no. But if we're doing nothing, then I kind of have to, just to make sure that we're not just sitting there and wasting. If your plans are interrupted, your top priority is to get back on track. Yeah, you're so bothered by mistakes that you made a long time ago. Sometimes, I rarely contemplate. Why would you? No. If you're not contemplating those things, then I hope you will, because it means a lot to me, at least. Emotions control you more than you can control them. Disagree. Take great care not to make people look bad, even when it's completely their fault. No, if it's their fault, like, unless this is, like, something where, like, it will, like, you know, like, help their lives, then maybe, but, like, no, if it's their fault, they're gonna be one taking the blame. That's how it works. If your personal work style is close to spontaneous, yeah, but when someone thinks of highly of you, you wonder how long it will be until they feel disappointed in you. Sometimes we would love a job that requires you to live. This is another one that's new. That requires you to work alone most of the time. I'd be fine with that. Like if I took a freelancing job, I'd be fine with that. I wouldn't like love it, but I would be fine with it. Whatever makes means end, to be honest. If being a social worker, like managing like Amazon drones from my house is the future of work jobs, as it's so said, then yeah, so be it. I do think that there's you believe that pondering. No, it's never a waste of time. Why if you're not thinking about the future, then you're just gonna be stuck in the present. You feel more drawn to places with a bustly, busy, quiet, intimate places. Intimate? No. No, I like quietness if it looks pretty. You know at first glance how someone is feeling. No, that takes me a while. You often feel overwhelmed. Yeah. You complete things methodically. No. Very intrigued by things labeled as yes. I love baiting myself in controversy. I might be I'm just look at my comments section. You would pass along a good opportunity if you thought someone else needed it more. Um uh um yes. Depends on what the opportunity is. You struggle with deadlines. Yes. You feel confident in the things that will work out for you. Alright. This is a different ending question. I guess. Yeah. Boop. Huh. This is what exactly I got last time. Alright, extroverted. Yeah, that makes sense. Intuitive. Oh yeah, that's for sure. Thinking. I got more feeling that. I got more feeling this time. Prospecting. And turbulent. And then all this. Sure. Oh wait, you have to send your email. I'm gonna. No thanks. I can just share it on. I can just share the video on my social platform without having to like do that. I don't know. This first time I had to I get, Alright, this is 20 minutes long. There are no rules here. We're trying to accomplish something. So yeah, I went down the Frank James rabbit hole. Thank you. Thank you, Frank James. Thank you for making everybody obsess over this topic so much that you finally pulled me into this fandom. Thank you. I swear this column is gonna be swarmed with INFJs in 5 seconds, despite it being the most rare personality in the world. I believe that. Or the most common personality on the internet. Insensitive, intolerant. Fine. Well, hey, wait. I heard once that they have the exact opposite cognitive functions of the INTJ, which means I have the exact opposite thinking style of Benjamin Shapiro. The website's updated though. Oh, hey, this is a Thomas Edison quote. By the way, I'm still mad at him for what he did in Tesla. And types. Friendships. Play. Communicate. Remarkably good at communicating with friends. Yeah, I could definitely see this. Career paths. All right, this is. Yeah, let's see what the fictional website tells me what the career's the best for me. Flexing their mental muscles. Okay, is it not actually gonna tell me? Oh wait, no. It's not telling me. It's vague. Oh wait, here we go. Lawyers, psychologists, system analysts, and scientists. You know what? I've always wanted to be a lawyer. System analysis. That actually sounds. Come to think about it, that actually sounds like a great job. Workplace habits. Lower positions. Debater colleagues. Debater managers. Conclusion. Chances are you've accepted the part of who you are and even grown proud of it. But embracing that disconnection requirement is a miss. This paragraph is the definition of me. Alright, yeah. Alright. There you go. ENTP. I hear the one group that everybody complains about and is in the memes is portrayed as the ultimate villain. So yeah, thank you. But I might have to cut this up because this is an extremely. I know YouTube has a problem with me uploading long videos. I had to cut the Twitter thing. But I just decided not to release the second half because it kind of got boring.